When I had a team in a different portfolio company, we had one guy who was outperforming everyone else by a huge margin. This one wasn't as big as the pull-up thing. That was massive. This was about 50% higher than the number two guy. And we were like, what is this guy doing? He was brand new. And that was what was interesting. Is like brand new going to the top of the leaderboard is not very common because that means that they're doing a different process, right? And so he was following the script, and we listened to the calls. We're like, this is the same call. And so when we called him up, we said, what are you doing differently? And the thing is he was multiplying his leads. And so what he did was at the end of the calls, he was just asking who they knew, who would also benefit from this thing. And I think they were selling some sort of tickets of some sort. And so he was saying, who else wants to come with you? Who else would you like to bring? And it's just a simple little thing that he was doing. But by doing that, he was increasing his sales by 50%. Because the referrals, even though only 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 4 people would refer, the referral close rate's like 80 or 90%. And so if you think, okay, I take 4 calls and I close 1 and I ask for referrals in all 4 and only 1 of them gives me a referral, but then that referral then closes, then I take my 1 sale out of 4 and turn it to 2 out of 5. If you're a business owner, thinking about how valuable just implementing that is consistently, is that your cost to acquire a customer, you cut in half by taking 1 customer and getting a referral from that customer. And if 1 out of 3 customers refer someone, then you cut your cost to acquire a customer by 1/3. And this is the type of stuff as advertising becomes more expensive, because it always will become more expensive, that the businesses that do this, the salesmen that do this, will be the ones that win in the future. So now we have a salesman who has the maximum number of hours, the maximum number of days. They're pulling up appointments so that their time on call closing with the best people is maximized. They're following up before, they're following up after. They're doing personalized reach outs and saying like, hey, voice memo, hey, video, hey, I've got this thing for you that I've got set up for the call. What size shirt do you want? I've set aside a thing here. This is one of the things we did at the gym. Hey, what color shirt do you want? Hey, what boxing gloves? Hey, you do a tiny little thing. Hey, I've got 3 gift cards here. I got 1 for Amazon, 1 for Starbucks, and 1 for whatever. Which one would you prefer? Right? You ask a preference question prior to the call, and more people show. Because the thing is you're like, well, shoot, this guy's doing this thing. The least I can do is show up. And so they're maximizing the number of scheduled appointments. They're maximizing the number of shows. They're maximizing the number of opportunities they're getting from those opportunities. And now we get to the call. So now we got to close.